legal pad, whatever, at GMFB. Play along with us right now. Here's, guys, some of the topics everyone's been talking about the last 24 hours or so. Like it or not, Tim Tebow, one of those. He was cut yesterday by the Jags. And he has a way of getting America going, getting America talking. Right away it happened. It was as if it was breaking news. It's as if a Deshaun Watson trade had happened. We talked about it that very second. So I'd like to know the player that we'll be talking about at the breakfast table the most this season, Shakes.
We always talk about him, but with this contract looming and all that is expected from them this year, I think Lamar Jackson is going to be the hot button topic this year. No contract extension as we head towards the third week of August right now, and yet he's going to go into this season and have a chance to either get this Ravens team over the hump or they're going to take a step back. There are a few changes at this roster, especially on the defensive side. There's also some key additions on the offensive side. Lamar Jackson, we have seen him be an MVP. We've seen him now win a playoff game. Everything has been ascending up, and yet that contract extension has not been done yet. We love contract talk on this network, and we certainly love to know when it's going to happen. Usually they happen before the season, i.e. Josh Allen or Deshaun Watson and Mahomes last year. Nothing yet, and all is quiet on the, I guess, Baltimore front here for Lamar Jackson. I think we're going to be talking a lot about Lamar, good, bad, and, of course, the dollar bills.
What about Baker?
Baker's in there, too. Baker's in there, too. But I feel like Lamar is even more of a hot-button topic because we also don't know Lamar's 5 to 10-year future. I think Baker, everyone looks at it and says, okay, well, Baker's okay, a pocket quarterback for the part. Lamar's style is so
What do you
unique.
pay him?
So unique.
It's hard to compare his numbers. Like, you know, like
it's exactly right.
It's rushing yards, passing yards, plus his receivers are they're all on the cold tub right now. They're all on the training table. Look, last year was a special season for this guy, and if it hadn't been for Aaron Rodgers, we might have been talking about him as the MVP of the league. Give me Josh Allen of the Buffalo Bills. When you look at what he did statistically, he broke a bunch of single-season passing records for the Buffalo Bills. Think about that. Jim Kelly probably held those records. I mean, for decades, and Josh Allen blew away. 46 total touchdowns last year. If Aaron Rodgers hadn't gone full ham mode in Green Bay, he would have been the MVP.
No, I mean, it was spectacular, and a lot of people still think he should have been. Lamar, Josh Allen, this is about the news story. We've talked about those guys for years. Here's my answer. The next thing, this is the next Lamar's, the next Josh, this is Justin Fields. Let me tell you why. We love a rookie sensation here, and we're going to set the table early on this storyline. Remember, Sunday Night Football, Bears-Rams. It's going to be a huge part of the broadcast, whether he's on the field, 1 play, 0 plays, 70 plays. And I believe when all of this thing shakes out, he's going to be the Bears starting quarterback for the majority of the season. I'm thinking Lamar once he got on the field after Flacco, Deshaun once he got on the field after, what's his name again?
Tom Savage.
Tom Savage. I think this is going to be a special, sensational season for a guy wearing #1 playing quarterback in Chicago. Just my gut, Justin Fields.
How long did Savage last?
One half.
One half.
He got 2 quarters.
Of week 1.
But we spent the entire summer talking about him as the quarterback one.
Dug in.
Yeah, that was tough.
Why did you choose the fruit stripe gum?
I had time, and I love Fruit Stripe. It's got a giraffe mascot. Its flavor lasts 2 seconds.
Just 2 seconds.
Just 2 seconds. Justin Fields, much longer staying power.
Not this segment. This one always goes over. What
I thought it was their throwback uniform, right?
No, that's one.
At GMFB with your tweets. Play along, please. On the All Things Covered podcast this week, Justin Jefferson said the corner that he wants to face most this year is one Jalen Ramsey. Not a shocking answer, but I want to know the one-on-one matchup that you're looking forward to most this year is who?
All right, Kay. So I'm watching Hard Knocks last night, and CeeDee Lamb is talking with Jalen Ramsey, and I'm watching it, and I'm like, oh my gosh, that is going to be such a great matchup. These two have been there for so long, and yet there's one receiver who got Ramsey, and I got to show the highlight again. Darnell Mooney versus Jalen Ramsey.
Gotta hit this pass.
If you haven't seen it, I've shown it about 3,500 times. We're going to watch the top of the screen because that is Darnell Mooney, who was a 5th-round rookie out of Tulane last year. Darnell Mooney put a move on Jalen Ramsey last season in their game that people are still talking about. Oh, baby. Mooney and Ramsey.
Where'd Hugo?
Ramsey talks that game, and Mooney does this to him, and he's a relative unknown last year.
Yeah.
And yet Twitter knows about it. Social media knows about it.
Because of you.
Jalen Ramsey knows about it. They play week 1. Jalen Ramsey has heard about freaking Darnell Mooney all summer long. I'm curious to see how that showdown goes. I don't know who's throwing him the ball, but Mooney and Ramsey, I'll be watching on the outside.
That's awesome.
You would think, Ramsey would be on Robinson, but maybe there's something personal. You got to go to Mooney.
Got to move him.
Got to do it.
Got to do it.
I agree.
Got him with the double move. Listen, I love divisional rivals. And anytime you can get a couple of players that just despise each other, that go at it toe-to-toe, you get good theater. So give me Mike Evans versus Marshawn Lattimore. You guys have seen this before.
Classic.
They don't like each other. I mean, there's constant pushing, shoving, hands in the face mask. I mean, there's always some sort of a flag. But, I mean, look, here, Mike Evans has always got his hands on him. He's always grabbing him, always putting... Listen, Marshawn Lattimore got the best of them last time they played. I think there was 29 passes or targets against him the last game, and he didn't catch a single one of them. He played in the game last year. His first catch was in the fourth quarter with like 2.5 minutes left to go in the game. So Marshawn Lattimore has kind of made Mike Evans disappear at times, and I'm sure Mike Evans is not that thrilled about it, and I'm sure he knows about it.
They still have such great beef. It's awesome to watch it. Yeah, it's
Wagyu.
This one I love. This is Fury versus Fury. This is democracy versus monarchy.
What do you got?
Prez versus King. We'll begin looking. Jamal Adams versus Derrick Henry. Now, this thing is loaded. They play early in the season. I'm talking about Seahawks versus Titans. Week 2.
Week 2.
Fresh legs. Jamal Adams with his new contract, his whole identity is I'm the fiercest, baddest dude on the field. No, that guy is. And they have played before, and most richly, they played at LSU versus Alabama. And one of the times, Derrick Henry had over 200 yards.
That's right.
Over 200 yards with about 40 carries on his way to the Heisman Trophy. So, Jamal, we love you. You're the biggest, baddest guy. You got to bring down 22. Do not get stiff-armed into Bolivian, because these two are going to have a nuclear explosion between the two of them. Prez versus King, week 2. I'm into this.
Out the gate at GMFB. Tickets at NFL.com/tickets.
By birth or by choice.
Won't be that low. Okay. One of the marvels of this offseason is the fact that every day we are tasked to talk about Aaron Rodgers and what's going on, and we're all like, we've talked about everything. And then we get out here on set, and somehow we're able, and then the producers are like, rap, you guys didn't even want to talk about this for this long. And it's always compelling, and there's always something going on. So yesterday you got me going. I mean, I've seen The Big Lebowski more than any other movie in the world, and you said maybe that's his shaman, his life coach, his zen, his vibe. Aaron Rodgers is The Big Lebowski. But we were speaking about, you know, life coaches, the stillness.
Stillness is the key. Ryan Holiday.
Stillness is the key. Ryan Holiday. Shout out to you. I want to know the fictional character whose approach to life you envy. Who is that person?
And we can't use Lebowski.
You can, sure.
We can use Lebowski.
El Deuterino, absolutely.
Who knew Randall Cobb really tied the room together?
You make another choice.
You think I would want Zen or, you know, and originally I was like, I want to do Sidney Fife from I Love You Man, which was Jason Segel's character, but then
he is great.
Some of that in that man
great fish
cave,
tacos.
That man cave is problematic. So I'm going to change mine, and I'm going to go with this one. I'm Winston Wolfe. I solve problems. Wow. Winston Wolfe is my favorite character in Pulp Fiction.
Talk about
I think Harvey Keitel plays him in an incredible way. He comes in, he is a cleaner. He just gets it done. There is no BS with Winston Wolfe. I love that. It is all business. He doesn't spare anyone's feelings. He doesn't care. He's in, he is out. Let's get the job done. Let's enjoy our day. I like the way he operates. Winston Wolfe can do a lot of good for some of these NFL teams. Cleaning them up.
Vincent Vega didn't want it. He didn't jive with that style, Peter.
Isn't Vincent Vega's style, but Winston Wolfe was like, we are in and we are out. We are going to take care of this mess.
This is your vibe. I love it.
So pretty please, with sugar on top. Clean the bleeping car.
Clean the bleeping car.
How do you like your coffee? Lots of cream, lots of sugar. Just go.
Oh, that's it.
So
I love that answer.
Sorry, I'm about 15 minutes away, or I'm 30 minutes away. I'll be there in 10.
Exactly.
I drive real bleeping fast, so keep up.
Keep up.
It's awesome. That's a great one.
Look, I think it's very fitting, given the climate of the world today, that we all channel our inner Will Ferrell and our inner Jackie Moon. Give me Jackie Moon from Semi.
There you go, Sean.
Anybody that hasn't seen this movie, all right, it's 1976. We've got a guy, Jackie Moon here, who, that's a great costume, by the way. Look at him and Woody.
We have a picture of that?
He was a one-hit wonder and took all of the revenue from this one-hit single that he had, and he bought a basketball team, the Flint, Michigan Tropics. And look, I love the saying, everybody love everybody, but I loved his demeanor and the way that he kind of turned this team around with love. Okay. That's what we need right now in this world, a little bit of love.
What I like this
everybody,
movie,
love everybody.
Sean. Yeah, it's like your sort of C+ level Will Ferrell movie. It's good. It hits.
It was good until they brought the circus animals.
I like that part. That was funny.
I like Andre 3000 in that movie.
He's good?
and you say you like that movie. You say, I understand. This is my guy. I know you are, but what am I?
Yeah.
Pee Wee Herman. It's great life philosophy. I'm talking about the actor. No, I'm talking about the character. Snappy dresser, very happy. He's got an incredible house. He's also got an incredible playhouse. He's friends with cowboys. He hangs with Dottie. He eats Mr. T cereal. All he wants to do is just ride his bike all day and take in some occasional cinema. Can you knock a guy for that? And I will pose a question to the table right now. I'm going to tie this to football. Yeah. About 15 years ago, Pee Wee Herman, in character, visited an NFL training camp and took a photograph with a household name quarterback.
What?
Who do you think the quarterback was?
This is trivia.
We have the photo. What? It is a household name quarterback who we all know. It's probably 15 years ago.
L.A.
Who do you think? Everybody go around the table.
I'm going to go Elway.
John Elway and Pee Wee Herman. Who do you think?
Big top Pee Wee. I'm going to go Tom Brady.
Tom Brady, Kay Adams.
I'll double down on Tom Brady. I have no idea.
Tom Brady, John Elway. Pee Wee Herman went to this training camp and took a picture of this quarterback. Give me the picture. Yeah! Tony Romo and Pee Wee.
Why wouldn't we go Big Top?
Okay, time out, Kyle.
Big Top Circus.
This is 20 years after Pee Wee's Big Adventure came out. He's still dressing as Pee Wee?
Still dressing, still acting, still doing the voice.
This was not when...
I don't know how many of the Cowboys even knew, were familiar with Pee Wee Herman. They were young guys on that team, but it happened. You can Google it. Pee Wee visits Cowboys camp, and Romo took a picture of him. How weird is that?
Did they have a word of the day?
Huh?
Did they have the word of the day?
They probably did, yeah. And we should have that party. Yeah, it's great.
Frankly,
you'll be sorry.
I'm disappointed you didn't know that.
I'm just...
You're the savant.
It would be like a character from the 1990s coming to a training camp today dressed full in... Like Jaleel White coming as Urkel and shaking hands with, like, Patrick Mahomes. That was 20 years. Romo played 20 years after Pee Wee's Big Adventure.
That's right. He should go to a camp.
He visited the Cowboys camp. We have a visitor on our show that you guys love today. Amy Goldberg.
Oh, you're talking about Goldberg.